an older home, and we've been told that multiple water damage episodes over the years with groundwater coming in, especially back 30, 40, 50 years ago with flooded irrigation situations that water came in, standing water. So several episodes over several years. A few other typical plumbing issues. One of them in the ceiling here. This is a laundry room area, but there's kitchen above us right here, and there's been leaks over time. The cardinal rule of mold is dampness and time allows mold to grow or leads to mold. So we have these overhead water damage areas that have been wet for an extended time, darkness in color, and we'll be cleaning up those areas as we clean up the mold. This is particle board or OSB. Again, very visible that it's had water damage over long periods of time. Okay, in this room, this wall may not look obviously bad, but we've got a nice tall 4.5-inch baseboard. We've got rippling on the bottom of the wall. We've got wallpaper that from 40 years ago that's been painted over. The rippling of the wallpaper lets us know that there's been water in the drywall behind the wallpaper. It's bubbled and rippled. A nice tall baseboard like this keeps the wall from breathing very quickly. So there is going to be mold from those materials being wet over extended periods of time and drying slowly. This baseboard, the paint is peeling and cracking, but we've literally got rotting, black color and rotting and softness from the rotting in the bottom of the baseboard. It's a little more visible in the closet just around the corner to where the rotting is more prevalent. And the gray and blackish staining above where the rotted materials are literally disintegrated and missing is a little more indicative of mold growth on the surface, but the rotting and missing materials that have just disintegrated. This surface has sort of a vinyl wallpaper. A vinyl wallpaper in particular becomes a moisture barrier. Drywall gets wet, dries very slowly. As we lift up, okay, we don't want to disturb it because we don't have respirators on yet, but the little piece that was covered there is obviously very dark and heavily infested with mold. As we lift up more wallpaper, it'll be equally affected. Just an example of a good visual example of mold that's in this wall and what we expect to find in many of the walls as we expose it further.